a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. These guys finally got in the win column last week following 2 straight losses to start the year. On the other side, Chiefs head coach Andy Reid. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So that a nightmarish start to a football game as they give the ball away on the opening kickoff.
And they put their defense in a bind right away. They have to go into protect mode.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
First down.
Play action. Now Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Mahomes takes it himself. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They go play fake. Mahomes. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. Well, the numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week, very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
It's Kelce on the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Another Kansas City Chiefs.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
46-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Now Mahomes. He'll try and do this himself. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off and reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 20 carries, 79 yards. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. A pickup with 2 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Sets up the screen to Robinson. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now it's Jackson. That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line.
That's another Baltimore first down. A gain of 14. 1st down, Ravens.
Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. First carry now for Justice Hill. Dances by at the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That's a gain of 14 yards. And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 17.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
14 more yards. That's good for Baltimore first down.
Robinson will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
2nd and goal.
Robinson again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. backs it from the shotgun. Touchdown! Isaiah Likely, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football. And right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive spans 13 plays. And finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And unable to connect, incomplete. I give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Noah Williams on the coverage.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now is the punter, Jordan Stout. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing now is Mahomes. This goes to the former Raven, Marquise Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And not much much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
A gain of a yard.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And brought down, but the juke, a very nice juke, gives them the first down yardage there.
That's good.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Mike Green able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 44-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. On 2nd down, here's the option. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. An 8-yard pickup. And the Ravens 1st down.
Again, Jackson will keep it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Chiefs' 42-yard line.
The 20. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 9. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
1st down. 1st and goal, Baltimore.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Robinson is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal, Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. 4 yards on the touchdown ground. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they've wanted to attack.
On his loop for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
This will be caught by Brown. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
That's caught left side, Burden. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Again, it's Robinson. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Now a 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of a yard.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 65 yards. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Luke now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now here comes Kansas City. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. Here now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs 1st down as he's up past the 45-yard line.
That's good.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Well, the gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. And again, it's Mahomes. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Going with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Now here's Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
11 more yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs.
Now Mahomes. This is caught. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
At the 1-yard line.
Now back to throw. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Next to score.
A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. On the return is Williams. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before byes kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our journey through the NFL starts now. We begin at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on the Green Bay Packers. And it's Jordan Love. And this is a team that was ready to answer the bell, and they show it right here. The Packers win a barn burner, plenty of points to go around, but they come out on top. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We'll look in on the Rams as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And it's a man, when he gets going, is one of the best in the game, Jonathan Taylor. A scintillating run for the touchdown. The Colts get it done on the road as they come away with the victory. Lastly, let's go out to Santa Clara. The 49ers hosting the Jacksonville Jags. And it's Brock Purdy. And this one, a good indication of how well they've played. The 49ers send their fans home happy as they come away with the victory. With that, time to look at the rest of the action here in Week 4 as we wrap up the first month of the season. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Oh, he shifts past him. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
A gain of 14. First down, Baltimore.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers.
Complete.
This 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and
Play
4.
action. It's Jackson. And he is caught with Rashad Bateman. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
And the Baltimore first down. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Ravens.
The whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw him that play. He'll run right through those attempted plays.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First down. A gain of 7. And the Ravens first down.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. On his loop for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And Kansas City's offense now set ready to go. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
15 yards. Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. He did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
At their 48-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
46-yard line.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Parker's kick here is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
On the give, here's Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 99 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
A gain of 12.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
It's second and 8.
Now Jackson sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Hand off now to Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He was brought down by Drew Tranquil.
Play action. Now Jackson. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
It's a gain of 38 yards.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yes, multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
You've met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Room past the 35. Able to avoid him. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
A gain of 20 more yards. That's another.
Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Dafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. He'll try to do it himself. And he will take it all in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Chiefs take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot, to account for him as a runner. And he's able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Chiefs 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 20. And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
KC's offense ready to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That'll give them 8 that time. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And again, it's Mahomes. He'll try to pick it up, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mike Green in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 122 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's got to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
27 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Down right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd.
Jackson now. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, it may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
And the Kansas City Chiefs.
In motion, the tight end Kelsey. Now Mahomes. Over the middle here to Brown. Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now here's Mahomes. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
3rd and 5.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Into space at the 45. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs first down.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He'll try to do it himself. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So they convert on fourth, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Well, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And down inside the 15 he goes. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Butker on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one is, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Baltimore, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
A rivalry that spans 6 decades and 1,200 miles of Atlantic coastline is ready to go here in Miami. It's the Jets against the Dolphins, and it's coming up next. On the visiting sideline, Aaron Glenn, head coach of the Jets. They've alternated wins and losses over the first 3 weeks of the season. Facing off with him, there's the head coach of the Dolphins. These guys are ready, as they always are, to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. Kate Scott joined by Brock Hewitt, all teed up, and here we go. Rivalry week at Hard Rock Stadium. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. And bringing them out, one of the league's most tooled-up quarterbacks, Brock. He's trying to reach a new ceiling here in year 3. Anthony Richardson.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that when Anthony Richardson came out of the draft, out of Florida, he was the greatest all-around athlete we'd ever seen at quarterback. 240 pounds, running 4.4, jumping 40 inches. He was the envy of defensive ends and linebackers that couldn't put up those numbers. Now, it's taken all those athletic traits and squeezing them into the quarterback position, maximizing all that physical talent to become the superstar he can be.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd down carry for AJ. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
And the Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Dive play straight ahead. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Quincy Williams making the tackle. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. At the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. He jukes away from one. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Staying on the ground here with Achane. He dodged the tackle. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to be first down Miami.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
14-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Achane running right. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Throw is caught, and he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Dolphins.
Trying to run it in, Achane. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
Gordon. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. It's a gain of a yard, but they needed just a couple more inches. 3rd down.
1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Richardson on the sneak. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's decision time for the offense after that one. If they're stopping you short on a third down sneak, you better be very careful going for it again.
Trying for it, it's H.A. And this defense completes the goal line stand. What a start to their game as they get off the field with a turnover on downs.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
So the Jets take the field for their first drive. Leading them out now in his 5th season here in the NFL. Won 4 of his 6 starts last year. Justin Fields.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, K, to the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Give on second to Hall. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards or reset the downs. 3rd down, give to Hall. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Jets first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Hall once more. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
This gets forward to around the 29. Mike Hilton getting up there for the tackle.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
Fields on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. So Miami headed out for its 2nd drive of the game. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Hand off to Gordon. And they find him after just a yard. And it's 3rd down.
The tackle by Tershawn Wharton. A gain of a yard makes it
Throw here, 3rd down. He's going for it himself. Escapes the defender. Keeps himself upright. And he has this down to the 34. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. That's completed right side. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down to 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Richardson fires quickly in wide. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's another Dolphins 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
H.A. punches it in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. Devon H.A. with the touchdown. Nice and execution to get that counter to the end zone. Maybe not the play we expected, Brock, but the play that they needed right there.
I love a well-executed counter. I really do. It's like a good boxer, Kate. You set him up with a feint one way, and then you hit him with the knockout the other. Keep them from answering the bell and stopping you from reaching that end zone.
Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Sanders all set to send it away. Here's Thomas on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Aaron Glenn sending his Jets out for another drive. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. They start the drive with Hall. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Fields. This one quickly to Taylor. He's taken down after reaching the 30. That was a Fonsu Melifonwu there to make the play. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
First down. First and 10.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
He sure was fighting, Brock, but in the end, just too many defenders. They take him down behind the line.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Completed to his running back. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
Fields now on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. And the Jets, first down. A gain of 7. First down.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. The Dolphins out to an early advantage. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Hall takes it straight ahead. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. On the keeper, here's Fields. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Hall running his own read. Well, a lot of effort there, partners, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw Fields. That's incomplete left side. That throw intended for Malachi Corley. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
3rd and long for him here. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
It's good for a Jets first down. A gain of 15. And the Jets first down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. And I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles, and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
All gets it again on 2nd down. Takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's third down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
They go right back to home. Ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up fourth down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Fields now on fourth. Touchdown, New York. The Jets start to fight back with their first points of this game. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
On is Chad Ryland for the point after. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Jets tie this game 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to center away. On the return, here comes Davis. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes first and 10. They'll start the drive with a chance. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6.
Second and 6.
And stick with A-Champ. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Making the call himself. Shoots away from one. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the Jets' 46-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Intended for
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Andre Cisco on the coverage.
Here he goes, third and long. And he's caught, he's got ground. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
16 yards. And the Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's A-Champ from the pistol. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain.
A gain of a yard.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that is a Dolphins first down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless. Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Richardson gets this one to Waller. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
Third down run from Achane. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Tackle made at the 30-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
Fourth down and inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it. Achane again. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Dolphins take a second-quarter lead. Devon Achane with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
14, Jets 7.
Sanders all set to send it away. Here's Thomas on the return. Things going well so far. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
At their own 32-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Off play action. It's Fields. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Play action now. It's Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Air it out on 3rd. Patrick with the catch. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. On the counter, Hall. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Hall running between the tackles. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Jets 1st down. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Motioning left is their running back. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Minka Fitzpatrick on the tackle. Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
And he drives this one into the pouring rain. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Now a designed run. Here's Richardson. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8. 3 yards to pick up that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down now. They need 7.
14-yard line.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Intended for
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
And he's brought down before the return gets far.
At the 46-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 46. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Intended for 10.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Fields out of the gun. This is Corley working the left side. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Fields on 3rd. Into traffic, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Our
Scott
look
Hansen,
around the
take it away.
NFL starts now. It begins in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on the Green Bay Packers. And this is Jordan Love. He was just carving up this defense. He threw for more than 400 yards and had 3 touchdown passes, including this one here. The Packers have won 2 straight since the Week 2 loss. They go to 3-1 with the victory. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We'll look in on the Rams as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And it's the Pro Bowler from a year ago, Jonathan Taylor. Footwork, agility, speed, power, a brilliant run for the touchdown. The Colts win this one by 11. Lastly, let's go out to Santa Clara. The 49ers hosting the Jacksonville Jags. And this is Brock Purdy. This will wind up a touchdown. The Niners get win number 4 on the season. They come away with the victory. With that, a look here at the rest of the scores from around the NFL here in Week 4. Meanwhile, in our game, a fairly even first half, all things considered. 14-7 is the halftime score. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Sanders all set to send it away. Here's Thomas on the return. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Aaron Glenn sending his Jets out for another drive. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
He drops it! Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, it's Fields. This is complete to Patrick. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. Last season's Defensive Player of the Year, Pat Surtain, hauling him to the ground. To the air on 3rd and long. Oh, he's on the move, but so is the defense. yards, and they take him down. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
They'll send out the punting unit. It'll be Cameron Johnston doing the honors. And he drives this into the pouring rain. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. The Miami offense headed out there now. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Richardson. Got locked behind this one, downfield it goes. Ryan, deep down the sideline. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10.
Chan running right. He dodged the tackle, and he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35.
That's another Dolphins. First down. 1st and 10 at the 33.
Try the middle with Gordon. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line. After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Chan to the right. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins push their lead further to start the half. Devon Chan with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this, other than simply splendid?
Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14. Sanders all set to send it away. Xavier Gibson now to return. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Play action, Fields. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
2nd down and 10, Fields. This one quickly to Taylor. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And
3rd down, give to Hall. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's 1st down.
And the Jets, 1st down.
A give left side. Here's Robinson. And he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal coming up.
14 more yards. That's another Jets 1st down.
They'll run here. It's Hall. And he's got to fight for it and get in. Touchdown. The Jets shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Breece Hall with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Jets chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Jets 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here comes Davis. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Dolphins, center running back Devon Chan getting back to work. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. On first down, they're going to start out with Achane. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Here's a handoff for Achane. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
Kid, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special, like that entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did, I mean, you appreciate great safety like that.
3 yards there and enough to move the chains. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
Running left, here's Achane. Escapes the defender. And he's down to almost, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's good for the Dolphins. First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Going to the ground again on first. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line. The defense all over this one. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
Working now from the gun. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Hits him on the out route. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a 13-point lead.
And every year, it's kind of like the Baskin-Robbins of tight ends. You get all sorts of different flavors. You get inline blockers. You get guys that can run routes. You got guys that can do a little bit of everything. Then you get a game changer. And this guy's a game changer.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14. Sanders all set to send it away. Gibson now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. Now bring the tight end in motion. 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Checks it down the hall. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
31-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Hall. Keeps away from one. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Gain of 10 yards. That's good for the Jets. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Hall once more. And a big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
That's a pretty good look right there at the struggle offensive linemen have. Athletically, they're just not as fast as these linebackers. And if they don't win early, those linebackers outrun them and make a play like that behind the line.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. 3rd and long for him here. Escapes the sack. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That right there is one of the biggest differences between the NFL and college game. Heck, the high school and Pop Warner game. Because when you break away from a sack at those lower levels, big things happen. But at this level, this big boy league, just Just because you get out of one guy's arms doesn't mean you're safe anytime soon.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. They were on the counter to H.N. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. A lot of the aggressiveness from this defense.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Hoping to head in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He keeps it and takes off. And the defense gets the stop to deny that 1st down. It's still a very good gain. They picked up 12, 3rd and short.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 13 brings up 3rd and less.
Richardson on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
It's a design run for Richardson. He dodged the tackle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. Good defensive effort here. Drives him back across midfield onto their own side.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. But more chances to make up for it.
Completed to his running back. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets side.
A gain of 6 brings up 3rd and 6.
Richardson on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the 1st. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Offense to the line. Again, trips right to start out. Off play action. It's Fields. Finds him on the crossing route. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Jets, 1st down.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. The Jets have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. 1st down throw for Fields. Has it downfield, working the left. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Jets, 1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Throwing on 1st down. Fields connects with his back. Hall. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Another throw for Fields. He'll check this one down. Complete to the fullback. They stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. On 1st down, here comes Hall. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on third down. Let's air it out on third. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down. The kick by Ryland is good. And that'll get him back to 11.
After I'd imagine dozens of kicks into that net on the sideline staying warm, Kate, he finally gets his chance to knock a field goal through the uprights. And of course, he wasn't going to whiff on that opportunity.
Fielded at the 7. Spins out of one side. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Hits his running back. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's good. Dolphins. First down.
First down from the 42.
42-yard line.
It's Achane on the inside give. This is tough running. It is weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving. Gains 3. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
And stick with Achane. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Waddle makes the catch. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
He gets him inside the 40, and that's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Pick up of 2 here. And it's going to be first down Miami.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Oh, look at this. They give all the jet sweep. Trying to find a cut back upfield, but nothing doing. They take him down for a loss.
It's a loss of 2.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down.
And 12 at the 34-yard line.
On the shotgun, it's Richardson. Short pass brought in. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A give to Gordon, running left. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Brought down right
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd.
Play action. It's Richardson. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Extra man in the secondary for the Jets now. 3rd down. To throw, Richardson. He's going for it himself. It's inside the 10. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's another Dolphins first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
To Gordon. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. Another chance at it on second and goal, still from the 5.
To second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's a chance from the pistol. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up third and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Third and goal for Richardson. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the defensive down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with the quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Sanders sends it through, and that extends their lead to 14.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. Touchdown to field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
Here's Thomas on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Jets and Brees Hall about set to go on offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. New York to the line. First and 10. Out of the shotgun, Fields. That's completed right side. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for the Jets. First down. It's a gain of 20.
First and 10. Here's Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And goes to the hurry up here.
Justin Fields sacked. A loss of 6 yards.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up third down.
It's now third down and 16.
Third and long for him here. Outright, Corley makes the grab. And this is going to be fourth down, Brock. He's out of bounds well shy of what they needed there.
It's fourth down.
Desperation time here. Throw left side. Taylor has it. And this one has no shot. They're on him quick, and that's going to be a turnover on down.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Miami set to take over once again on offense. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. First and 10 from the 43. On the give, it's Gordon. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. The Jets take their first time out. And they still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. Richardson now. This is complete to Waller. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Trying to run it in. Achane. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout. So the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. They go to him again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Sauce Gardner with the INT. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you get, you have to finish with points.
New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Fields. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down up at the 12-yard line. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Fields out of the gun. Catch made underneath by the back. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. Here he is to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
7-yard gain. And the Jets.
Fields throwing once more. It's on the in route. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set.
2nd and 1.
Another throw for Fields. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
It's 3rd down.
3rd down give to Hall. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set.
That's good for a Jets. 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. This one finds Taylor. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
11. That's another Jets. 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down. Fields. Completed over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
11 more yards. That's another Jets. 1st down.
And they're going to get up to it and spike it. That's going to stop the clock. Less than 40 seconds to work with. Here comes 2nd and 10. Looking to throw Fields. He's still going at the 30. He hangs on nicely through that hit. Nothing added to the catch, but they're down to the 28.
And the Jets. 1st down.
And he's going to spike it. 27 seconds to go. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Fields to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing now. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
That's cut beyond the marker. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB.
And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead.
You go with what you think is your best option. There they felt like it was going to be a pass, but sometimes it simply doesn't work.
So with hardly any game left, they have time for this kick and maybe a couple plays. And the Dolphins are all over that kick. This game is over. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a design keeper. It's Richardson. So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Miami.
Beyond the realm of superstardom, there is a hidden tier for only the elite defensive linemen. Game Wrecker, a player so talented, they alone can disrupt an offense every down.
Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Jets. On the visiting sideline, a look at the Cowboys head coach. His guys caught in the mushy middle of the NFL after 4 weeks, sitting at 2-2. Opposing him, that's Aaron Glenn, head coach of the Jets. His guys no doubt happy to be back home after they took the loss on the road last week. Kate Scott, joined by my partner Brock Heward. It's going to be Chad Ryland to get us started. And here we go on EA Sports. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. Well, here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a second-year passer from Tennessee. A big quarterback, Brock, with an even bigger arm, Joe Milton.
He gave us all the excitement we could hope for last week, but it wasn't all in a good way, at least for his team. Never knew if his throws were going to end in a touchdown or turnovers, and he had a couple of both by the end of the loss. You don't want him to lose that gunslinger mentality. Just want him to be a little more thoughtful with each and every decision.
It's a loss of a yard.
Well, you often see some high-percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep the defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation, a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Short pass brought in. And he takes this one up to the 41, so that makes a very manageable now 3rd and short.
On gain of 11.
QB sneak coming. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Cowboys first down.
First and 10 from the 43. Milton makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Off the play fake. Here's Milton. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
For a Cowboys first down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Dallas.
Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. Who gets the handoff? And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate. And that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring a third down.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and long. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. Aubrey puts it through. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
I'm going to call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season you won't. In that case, it went right through.
Here's Thomas on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So now it's the Jets getting out on offense for their opening drive. And bringing them out an electrifying runner and a former first-round pick back in 2021, Justin Fields.
There's still lots of people around the NFL that believe that Justin Fields' best football's in front of them. Major believers of him as an upper-tier quarterback. And the reason why, Kate, is he's got physical traits that are just unique and different.
His first throw is an interception. Jahan Campbell makes the play. And the Cowboys are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Milton. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. From the red zone, on first. This one's caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Setting up, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Milton. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys go up 10-zip here in the first.
Jets, nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Thomas on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Aaron Glenn sending his Jets out for another drive. And I know it's early, Brock, but you can almost feel that they need some points to keep this lead from getting out of control and build up their confidence as well after drive number 1 ended in that interception.
Yeah, totally co-sign that, Kate. Every bit of it. It's an early deficit, but there's still a whole lot of game left. You don't need to make up for it right away. Just need to start to see those chains moving. Hey, these DNs love to get after the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
Out of the shotgun, Fields finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Mason Taylor. 11 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and
Fields now on 3rd. That's the line he's going to run for it. Fields slides down safely as he picks up the first.
7-yard gain. That's good.
Fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
That's another Jets 1st down.
Shotgun snap to Fields. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. We need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down. Fields sneaking it. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Jets 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
They fake the handoff. Now Fields finds his fullback. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4.
Pick up the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Cowboys.
Now Fields finds the in route complete. They're going to give him the 24-yard line. He stopped a step short of that 1st down marker. All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. He'll try to do it himself. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Motion man sent left. Hall running the ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And this is going to be Cowboys football. So just like that, Brock, a very nice drive ends in a whimper from that offense and a real roar from the defense who get off the field by recovering that fumble.
Yeah, that defense was just getting walked backwards, and one of them finally said, enough is enough. And I'll tell you, the way they were moving the football offensively, I think you felt it, I felt it. A touchdown was coming, but that defense responded.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down. You never want to overlook those Mike backers when you're throwing short, Brock. So often it's those guys and not the corners or the safeties that are going to be the ones in there breaking those up.
Yeah, and so often these linebackers of today, these middle linebackers, are just oversized safeties. They can really run and play the ball as he just did.
They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. They've got 1st down here from the 36.
1st down. 1st and 10.
The play fake, he'll throw. Looking to his fullback now. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Offense is set, 1st and 10.
That's another Cowboys 1st down.
Again, gets through. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
Milton back to throw. On screen here to Blue. Escapes the defender. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. 1st down now, ball at the 33. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. Cuts it to the right sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. touchdown.
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys take a 3-possession lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Thomas on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And Brock, they are not up to a good start. 2 drives, 2 giveaways. I think they could call this a win if this drive just doesn't end in a turnover.
Yeah, there's got to be some voices of calm within this offense to play smart, not scared. Play smart and take care of the football, but you can't be scared to make a mistake, or typically one will follow.
Still 10 to go, second down now from the 26.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Fields out of the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
Running back sent in motion. Fields on third. Connects with his back. Hall. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40.
18 yards on the play. That's good for a Jets.
Shotgun snap, but give to Hall. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Edgerrin Cooper there to make the stop.
Cooper on the stop. A gain of 2.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
At the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw Fields. This is Corley working the left side. And he's right near that first down marker as the stop is made at the 48.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and
1. Fields to throw. Finds his target, Hall. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hall takes it straight ahead. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Cowboys' 46-yard line.
That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. It's the Cowboys out in front. More from MetLife coming right up. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. He completes it in traffic. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Air it out on 3rd. Right side, this is caught by Taylor. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's another Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Racing down the left side. And they take this in for the score. The Jets fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. He fields it from the 8. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And after some momentum was wrestled away by that last touchdown drive, Brock, the pressure is on them to respond here. They'll start to drive with blue. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They're down one with blue. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
And the Cowboys first down. A gain of 9 yards.
Off the play fake. Here's Milton. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's a design run. Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap here to Milton. Making the call himself. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Cowboys first down. A gain of 9 yards.
Milton. Over the right side is caught by Ferguson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
To Jake Ferguson. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
Drawing up the design keeper. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Cowboys first
From the red zone on 1st. This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Play fake. It's Milton. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
For how well they were moving the ball on this possession, surprising. Surprising to see them get caught up now. And even more surprising, Kate, to see them knocked so far backwards with a sack. At this point, well, you got to get back on schedule. Maybe even a manageable 4th down if you don't get the first.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. 3rd and long for him here. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 16-point ball game.
Hey, Kate, that play, I don't think it started out as a touchdown run. I think he was thinking 1st down, but all of a sudden, a little bit of space opened up, those afterburners kicked in, and he made himself and his team a phenomenal play.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys take a 3-possession lead.
Jets 7.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Xavier Gibson now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. They just witnessed maybe the most impressive drive we've seen all game, Brock, and now they get a chance to answer with one of their own. They'll start this series with an option left. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Just a little reminder right there that he's more than a passer. They'll call his number as a runner, too, especially if the defenses don't account for him.
Gets this one to Patrick. And they'll have a small gain up to about the 32. Brought down that time by Kendall Fuller.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. shotgun. Fields. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Fields on first down. Corley reels it in. He's out of bounds at the opposing 15-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 35. That's another Jets.
Here's Hall. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
11 more yards. That's another Jets. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Robinson. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Jets fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Oh, you know I'm going to celebrate this one, Brock. Fellow fullback activists unite. Not a ton still kicking around the league, but one of them finds the end zone on the plunge.
And if you're a team without one in a short yardage spot, you got fullback envy as well, because sometimes a guy like this barreling ahead is the difference between getting 6 points or not.
24. Jets 14.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Turpin with a return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Cowboys and Jaden Blue are ready to take over once again. And they've gone to him as a receiver to complement his presence in the backfield, Brock, to some good early results. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Milton. It's Pickens on the slant. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
And the Cowboys 1st down. A gain of 14.
All set to go now from the 35. Here's Milton, 1st and 10. Hits his running back. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Oh, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
That's another Cowboys 1st down.
Design quarterback run here. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Dumped off to his running back. And they make the tackle at the 38. They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's another Cowboys 1st down.
Blue here from the pistol. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often right off the jump. If you can win with your hands, if you can create space, you can get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. Stick around. There's more from MetLife Stadium on the other side. Offense to the line. 2nd down. Here's Milton. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. Like the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. He's got it. Complete to Pickens. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Still sticking with the passing game. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Milton out of the pistol here. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Aubrey puts it through. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of half.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. They'll motion him out of the backfield. On 1st and 10, it's Fields. That one's complete, right side. And he's going to be blocked down at the 42. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw it. We'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
And the Jets, 1st down.
He's back to throw. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So entering the locker room, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. The first month of the season has come and gone. It's the first weekend of October, our first week with buys on the schedule. Lots to unpack, so let's get into it. Our look around the league starts now, and it starts with a good one here. And this is the rookie, Quinshawn Judkins. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Browns move to 3-2 as they get back above 500 with the victory. Up next, another intriguing matchup. And it's Brock Purdy. Well done here. It's a touchdown. The 49ers continue to have enough. They make it 5 straight wins to start the new year. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy. The New Orleans Saints hosting the New York Giants. And it's the 3rd-year signal caller from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud. He pulls it, and now he's thinking 1st down. Now he's thinking touchdown. 31 yards on the scramble for the score. This one is at halftime, and it's the Giants trying to get back over 500 in the early parts of the season. They lead at the break. With that, here's a look at the rest of the action from around the NFL here in Week 5, the first weekend of October. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thomas on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Aaron Glenn sending his Jets out for another drive. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be fiery to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. They start the half with a give to Hall. He's going to get this one on the 36-yard line. Gain 11 on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
That's good for a Jets first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Here's second and 10 now from the 36.
Cooper on the coverage.
Fields out of the gun. Completed over the middle. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Jets first down.
And the Jets first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First down. First and 10 at the 39.
Off play action, it's Fields. Connects on the crosser. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
That's another Jets first down.
From the red zone on first. He brings it in. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Offense is set. This is second and 2. On the keeper, here's Fields. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Jets cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when we were watching Steve Young, Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Cowboys about set to take over. That lead already smaller than it was at the break, Brock, and they're going to face a little pressure now on this opening series. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Handoff running left. It's Blue. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I'll tell you what, anytime we get to see this safety display his range, it's a thing of beauty, not just in the passing game, but look at him navigating all that traffic downhill and applying the hit to stick it behind the line.
Finds him on the crossing route. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at the 31. From the gun on third down. This is caught by Blue. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8. And the Cowboys first down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Cowboys.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Blast through midfield. Inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys go up by 12.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game. And that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
The Cowboys offense remains on the field. They're going to line up and go for 2 here.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Looking for somewhere to throw. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead.
Jets 21.
Well, that right there was a beautiful bit of short field artistry, partner. Netting them a couple more points following the touchdown.
I love that word, artistry, because that's what you are as a quarterback. Right? You have got to sometimes create a picture when there is none there. And this QB, more than capable of doing it, that just so infuses everyone around you with so much confidence, because it didn't have to be perfect. He could scramble and still find a way to create one heck of a beautiful painting.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 37-yard line.
Play action now. It's Fields. Looking over the middle, and it finds poorly. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Jets first down.
Robinson on the inside give. Middle was crowded, so he found some daylight outside. Look at that. That's a 9-yard gain.
10 more yards.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down.
It's 2nd and inches.
The give on second to Hall. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That's good for a couple of yards. And it's good for a New York first down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks you can keep on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
They'll cobble together a yard there. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle. Like the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now.
3rd and 5.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
Chad Ryland on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that gets him back to within 11.
I know we see these kickers make kicks from this distance all the time, but it never ceases to be impressive. Everything's on the dot, and it's a big 3 points.
6 away from 1. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cowboys and Joe Milton set to take over again. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. On first down, it's Blue. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
At the 47-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. Running there full steam ahead, but they ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 47
Out of the gun, it's Milton. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it
3rd down from the gun. Pass brought in by Wilson. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
A gain of 4 yards.
They're all set now. 1st and 10.
The Cowboys first down. A 4-yard pickup on the play.
Who gets the handoff? Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
It's sure nice to see for this defense when a run heads out there to this corner's domain, to the outside. Well, he's able to finish the play off. And the best part, well, a sure tackle from the corner. No chance he was slipping out of that one.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. So they're left facing 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. He's going to try to draw him deep right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they're staring at 4th and long. And this this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that extends their lead to 14.
When you talk to kickers about kicking field goals of this length, they will tell you, Kate, you got to keep it a little lower and you got to drive it. But you still got to be accurate. Basically, all the pieces got to come together like they just did to kick from that distance.
He stopped on a run back at the 27. Now here comes the New York offense. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. First call here coming from the shotgun. First play of the drive, and he takes it option left. A nice little run there, gets him 5. Second down upcoming.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal.
This is Hall. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's third down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up third and
Here's
3.
Fields to throw. Oh, he got 3. He's going to run for it. And Fields slides down safely as he picks up the first.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that perfect first down. The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
At their 49-yard
Fields to throw it. This is Corley working the left side. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Jets first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hall. He has room past the 25. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make a first and goal from the 8.
A gain of 4 more yards. That's another Jets. First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Play action, Fields. Thinking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for second and goal.
Incomplete. Brings up second and goal.
Looking to throw, Fields. Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on second and goal, Brock. Chances starting to run thin to score here.
Third and goal.
On third and goal, here's Fields. There he goes again. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Jets shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. His third of the game on the ground.
Hey, 3 touchdown games aren't unusual for a quarterback, but we normally see him through the air. His QB's legs have been a problem for this defense today.
Ryland now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jets chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
38. Jets 31. Chad Ryland.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Turpin with a return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll run the toss to Blue. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's the Cowboys who have it with the lead, but the win not secure just yet. Less than a ruler needed here on second down. On the give, it's Blue. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 8 on that one. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Up the middle, Blue. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Milton back to throw. He takes it himself. He slides down with enough to pick up that first.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Blue. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Escapes the pocket. He has room past the 25. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
It's a gain of 29. That's another Cowboys first down. A gain of 29 yards. First down, Dallas.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with the movement.
Defense is too much here. The Jets drag him down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
Well, now this is certainly going to make 2nd and goal considerably more difficult. He could have gotten rid of it to avoid the big loss. Give some credit here to the defense as well. That pressure was suffocating. It's going to make it a more difficult now 2nd and goal situation.
It's caught at the 4. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
It's now 3rd down.
Here he is on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they're left with 4th and short. So a big kick coming up for Brandon Aubrey. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Aubrey puts it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late. It puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Here's Thomas on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jets and Malachi Corley set for this next possession. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this 2nd half. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. He'll pick up 14 yards on that one. And it's good for a New York first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down throw for Fields. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Mason Taylor. 8 yards on the pickup.
Hall running between the tackles. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 6. And the Jets first down. 1st and 10.
On the counter, Hall. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down.
It'd be kind of fun, Kate, to be able to measure these coordinators' blood pressure, temperature, because the 3rd down screen for negative yards, I promise you that coordinator's heated on the sidelines.
Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover.
Even the best
down.
receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. They pitch it to him. Maybe he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Brought down at the 48.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Milton. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for Dallas. 1st down.
Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's a design run. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be stopped about a half second before he can pick up the first. Ball down to the 26.
Gain of 6.
QB sneak coming. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Shotgun snap. He'll give to Blue. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense. And that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys take a 3-possession lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Gibson now to return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. The Jets offense now set to take over. And scoring hasn't been an issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But that defense from flying around and making the play.
1st down from the 42.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for it.
Now it's Field.
1st down.
And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Shotgun snap to Fields. That's incomplete on 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Fields on 3rd. Gets this one to Patrick. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
And the Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Quick slant into the hands of Corley. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Offense in the hurry-up here.
A gain of 25 more yards. That's another Jets.
Now Fields again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21.
And again, it's Fields. He's keeping it. And he gives himself up after a short gain. Working quickly here.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Finds the in route complete. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They do snap it. Here's Fields. He's going for it himself. So they hit him for 5 yards on 4th down, and they get the successful conversion.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Jets. 1st down.
Fields out of the gun. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Jets hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Need better results here on 2nd and goal from the 10. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Pass it down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
A gain of 8 yards. It's
Fields out of the gun, 3rd down. And the defender coming away with it.
You knew before this drive started the field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus, and those defenders, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Going with Blue here. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. The offenses love execution plays like that on 1st down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
A 3rd down run with Blue. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Cowboys 1st down. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down.
Now it's Blue. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets side.
10 more yards.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from New York.